Hey guys, Glenn Twiddle here. Hey, I know I'm looking unprofessional. I know I'm in a daggy tracksuit, and my partner said that I look like a reject from the US Olympic team. Anyway, doesn't matter about professionalism. I'm here to answer a question about that I've had from a bunch of people about what we're going to be covering at that Real Estate Rebel Alliance, August 2. So it's next Thursday. Going to be fun. So I did want to answer that question after we did a webinar just recently with Chris Gilmore, where he gave some of his inner circle members a bit of a preview of some of the things he's been doing. I tell you, if you just came for Chris's talk alone, you'd get more than 10 times your value that we're charging for it, because we're charging, an insanely cheap price for it. So, but what he's covering off on, what the whole thing is about doing things different to your competition. That's why it's the Rebel Alliance, about doing things differently and leading the area. So certainly Chris Gilmore's talk is going to be phenomenal. Just see the preview. It's going to be killer. John Dwyer is our, I suppose, would you call him our keynote speaker? I don't know. Great bloke, though. He's the guy who got Jerry Seinfeld. Seinfeld had only ever worked for Microsoft for about $1 squillion, for American Express for about $2 squillion, and the third and only company Jerry Seinfeld has ever endorsed is a little-known building society in Newcastle, here in Australia. And that's all he'd ever done. Got worldwide news, and this marketing guru is not a one-trick pony. He spent a couple of hours. If you want to email me, I can give you a copy of that recording. He spent a couple of hours with us on a web training the other night, blew everyone away with his, what he calls wow factor ideas, how to put real wow into your marketing. And because he's an eye from outside the industry looking in, he sees us for what we truly are. And he has some criticism of us. But as an industry, we deserve that criticism, because we certainly have not been wow in our marketing as a whole. And we're going to show you at this event how individuals like Daniel Hayes from Geelong down in Victoria, how he's certainly showing wow factor. Chris Gilmore definitely showing wow factor. I'll be doing a talk on my take on how to rebel, how to stand out in your marketplace, and how to do things differently. But just doing things differently didn't get you a speaking spot on this stage. You had to be doing things differently and leading your area. And one of our special guests, Edgar Nadalo, is going to be there to talk about how his strategic use of outrageous videos has been having him leading the area. He's the guy, the $1 Million Challenge agent. That's Edgar. So it's going to be a great event. August 2 in Brisbane, over at South Brisbane there. It's a nice, intimate venue. It's going to be, it's going to be an intimate crowd. You will be able to ask questions of us. It's going to be great. We are nearly sold out in the room we've booked. So do grab a ticket. Come and join us next August 2. So I hope that answers some of the questions, what we're going to be covering. What we're not going to be covering is Real Estate 101. You're not going to have a whole bunch of speakers up there saying, just work harder, just make more cold calls, just prospect more, all that stuff. That's not what this seminar is about. It's going to be very strategic, very take-home value, where you can go home and implement some of these strategies into your business immediately. The next day, that night, you'll be able to inject wow into your marketing, into your listing presentation, into the way you deal with your clients, so that you're seen not as an unwelcome pest, which most of us are seen in our respective industries. Certainly in real estate, most real estate agents are seen as an unwelcome pest. You're going to be seen now as a welcome guest. That's my doorbell ringing, so I'm going to go and answer the door. Hope that's answered your question, guys. I'm Glenn Twiddle. Bye for now.